Oh, okay. So, if you don't know me, I'm Justin Schuman, and if you do know me, this fact won't surprise you. I am very honest and transparent because I think that not enough people are, and especially not enough content creators are. So on Thursdays, that's my YouTube filming day because it's what our current content flow looks like, and it has actually worked very well. There's literally only one downside, which is that it costs me a lot of human to do this. I love doing this. I would never think of not doing it, but this is video 3 of 3 and I'm a little zonked. Yesterday I also spent the entire day blindingly hungover because I made a very stupid, miscalculated decision on Tuesday, which I've talked about now on TikTok and Instagram, so I'm not gonna make the dead horse into glue like I've talked about this hangover on 2 other platforms. So I'm feeling 94% like myself, but I'm a little tired. Just because you love something doesn't mean it's always going to feel effortless, and that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately because very little of what I do feels effortless. I am the person who's monetized everything that I love to do. I was talking to a friend the other day and he was talking about his hobbies, and I was like, that word is unfamiliar to me because I don't have any. I like to work out, but that still is to achieve a goal. I like plants, but you can't walk them. So it's they're beautiful and I take care of them and that makes me feel good, but I wouldn't say I'm a botanist. The funny thing is any hobby I've ever acquired, I've then monetized. I built my photography business that started in 2015, which I picked up a camera and I was like, this is fun. And then I was like, I can charge for this. I've been performing since I was a kid, dancing, singing. And then I was like, I want to be an actor. And I did that. I was on Broadway. And then I started creating content, which I very quickly built into a consulting business. I am me. I am both Justin Schuman and the CEO of being Justin Schuman, and I'm good at both of those jobs and get a break from neither of those jobs. This is in no way a complaint video. I feel very, very, very lucky to love every single thing that I do to make money, but when you've monetized everything that you love, you never do anything that doesn't feel like work sometimes. And one of the things that I've said recently that one of my assistants reminded me that I said, because that's part of our content flow as well, because can't remember anything I've ever said. We write them down. Nuggets, we call them. I call them. The world calls them. Is that part of what makes things worth doing is when they're hard. Hard things are inherently worth doing because they require, full stop. It forces you to check in regularly and ask yourself, why are you doing this? It would be easier to not do this thing. So if you're still doing it when it's hard, you must care at least a little bit. This is why I do never understand, I will say this, and maybe this is a hot take or an unpopular opinion. I do not understand people who work at jobs that they hate. Now, I don't mean to say that everybody cares necessarily. They just go to work to make the money and that's fine for them. I could not do that because that would be hard in a way that doesn't feel good. It would be hard in a way that feels soul-sucking to me. So at least when things get hard here, it's this is of my invention. I am doing this because I wanted to and I care. But I don't think enough people show up and say how hard this is. Building a business, period. One of them. But content creation and storytelling and putting yourself out there publicly to be consumed daily, every day, has its own version of exhaustion that comes with it. And yeah. It's real, it hits. It's interesting too, I like showing up in these moments and being very transparent because a question I get a lot from content creators or from clients is, what do I do in moments of low energy? If I don't feel like recording the thing, what do I do? Now also, if you don't feel like recording the thing, do not record the thing, right? Don't. You should do this when you want to. I didn't pre-plan this video, but I was like, this is worthwhile and I do want to record this, although I'm in a lower energy moment. But that's the other side of this. Meet yourself where you're at when you record stuff. If you are not in a great mood, that is not the moment to record surprise I'm pregnant. I do not know why I use that example, but you understand what I'm saying. You can't force this shit because we can feel it. I would so much rather a creator, a person in life show up and be like, hey, I'm struggling today. And so this is I'm at a strong 65. So this is what you get. I'd be like, hey, I respect the shit out of that. I will meet you there and we can get the job done. Whatever this hypothetical, metaphorical job is. So I thought it was important to show up and share something that isn't explicitly valuable, but feels implicitly worthwhile. The reminder that We do hard things because they are worthwhile. They force us to ask ourselves, are we enjoying ourselves? And you don't always have to show up happy or on or buzzy. You can just show up, because even me doing this in this moment, to me, feels like an act of generosity. I'm giving you a little peek into who I am and the realness of what goes on behind the scenes of somebody who does this every single day and loves it, but does it every single day. If this is the first video you've seen of me, wow, you're gonna think I'm Eeyore. I'm not always, okay? I mean, like, occasionally I am, but sometimes I'm not. And if you're an old friend, then this is not unfamiliar to you, but nothing's wrong. I'm good, no worries, and you always send the kindest messages and leave the sweetest comments, but I'm fine. It's just a journey, but journeys are worth going on. So I'm glad you're here. Like, subscribe, do the things. Take a nap if you need, because I certainly might. And I will see you on another day. Bye.